my cousin and two of my homeboys, we were all in the same little apartment/dorm together. And I'm in class, and they ended up smoking, and the maintenance man came in there and smelled the smoke and called the cops, searched my room, and they found a quarter pound of weed. And that was my first stint with jail at 19.
What's going on, y'all? It's your favorite podcast. Your boys from Built by the Red Stick are back in the studio. Ronnie, LeDuff, Michael Oakley.
No, I was just. I'm
waiting. Listen, y'all know the deal. Don't just like it, smash it. Subscribe, engage, and share.
And speaking of engage, I got to shout out. I know you probably didn't see it because we ain't talk about it yet. We had a new comment on one of our
new follower.
You saw that new subscriber going binge watch every episode and stop procrastinating to recovery. Shout out to you, person. I can't remember your name. I'm gonna get it, but shout out to you. Thank you for subscribing. We hope.
I did not see that.
Oh, you didn't? That's one of them warm field comments, bro. I love to see that. Shout out to you.
Going to binge watch.
Yes, bro. She said binge watch.
You got some fun ones coming.
So hopefully we're everything that you expected, everything you need. And again, remember, we are here for you. If you need help outside of whatever area you at, give us a call, shoot us a message. We're here for you.
Absolutely. We got a good one. Locked and loaded in the chamber. And loaded. We got the final member.
The final member.
It's like the final.
It is.
The finale.
We done had all the bros at separate times. Hopefully we can have them all together soon.
Pause.
That was a pause moment. We actually do have them all together. July 18th.
July 18th.
Let's go.
Let's go. All five of us. That's gonna be a Wreck-It Ralph production.
Yes.
Listen, we're gonna have a quick word from our sponsor, and then we will be right back into this one.
If you've been thinking about starting a podcast, we'd love to help. At Bray Media Group, we're Baton Rouge locals who believe in making podcasting easy and authentic. We handle the editing, prep the social media clips, and use 3 angles and a confidence monitor to keep you comfortable and confident. Come by for a tour. We'd love to hear your vision and help bring it to life. Everyone has a story. Let us tell yours.
Your timing has been
and we're back.
Sponsor stuff. I'm proud. I see you, bro. I see you, dog.
I
see you.
Ronnie.
What's happening? Before we do that.
Before we
got to, this is more important.
Okay.
I know today is Friday when y'all watching this. We shot this on Monday, which is Memorial Day. We are forever grateful for those that fought and served for our country, that gives us the ability to do this type of stuff, to have the freedom of speech, to be able to have different platforms,
100%.
to be able to, get our point across, help people. You are gone but never forgotten. To the families and loved ones that lost fallen soldiers in service, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all brave loved ones for putting their life on the line for us. And, if you struggling, on a day like this, reach out to us. We here for you.
Absolutely. Good job.
We care.
Good job.
We care, man.
I saw your post, too.
What post? That was our manager. Come on, man. We got the best in the business. Kayla LeDuff said,
I'm not going to lie. We got a team.
We got a team, dog. We got a team.
You know what I'm saying?
We got a team.
So, are you ready?
Nope.
I'm excited about this one.
I'm nervous.
I'm excited.
I think he cooler than me. Oh, no. I could write you a song to make you fall in love.
Keep going.
Oh, I don't know the rest.
I don't either.
I was finna go to took a pill in Ibiza, but I was about to mash them up.
So. Nah, we're good. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, without any further ado, I'm excited to get into this one, but
me too.
First and foremost, y'all know what we got to do. We got to alley-oop it to the best hype man on both sides of the Mississippi, the one, the only, Mr. Ronnie LeDuff.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, shoe collectors and resellers, we got a fresh one in the building today. And I'm sure the camera and I already panned on him a few times. You see him with the mint green. You see what I'm saying? You see him with the Black History Month, black coffees on. You know what I'm talking about? Some would say his love for shoes is bigger than mine.
Lies.
I don't buy it. Some would say he got a collection bigger than mine.
Lies.
I don't buy it. But Some would say his heart is big as mine. I believe it.
No.
I believe
gonna
it.
find out.
I believe it.
I don't know, you got a
Cool
big
dude.
heart.
You know what I'm talking about? I had
Some would
Pierce.
say his dreads are longer than yours.
I quit this podcast. I quit this. I quit this. Great dude. We've talked on the phone a few times. It's our first time really meeting in public. The energy is unmatched. He is everything that everybody has said about him. You might have seen him on TikTok running from the cops. You know what I'm talking about? You might have seen him on TikTok telling people do what you do, but watch my shoes. You know what I'm talking about? You might have seen him on Rehab Bromance. I'm sorry. It's a lot going on right there. You might have seen him on Rehab Bromance. You might have seen him on other podcasts. You might have seen him on other platforms. Beyond the Struggle, that's right. And I can't think of the other one. Church. Did you do church drugs and other stuff?
And other drugs.
Church and other drugs. You might have seen him at the conference, but we have him here right now. Intimate conversation.
In the Built by the Red Stick
building. Yours truly, Mr. Trevon. Always on time, Tardy.
I love it.
I'm
Yes,
so
sir.
glad. I'm so glad you did that, dude. The final. Oh my God, that was epic. What's up, my guy? Welcome to the
up,
Built by
bro?
the Red
Welcome.
Stick studio.
Bro, he was the easiest person to get on.
Yeah.
You know why?
He's dedicated.
He's dedicated. He's also humble. He put his humility to the side. Hey, man, I'm still available whenever you need me. Hey, bro, not pushy. Just letting you know I'm here. I love it. I love it. So you know what we did? We skipped that. We skipped all y'all. We pushed them up to the front of the line.
And I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Woo. Man, I got a sweat going. I got hyped up for you. I'm ready to
that
run
was-
through
that
a
was
brick
lit.
I
wall.
like that always on time, Tardy.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's the one. I was impressed with. I like it. I like it. So before we get started, introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are, where you from, all that good stuff.
All right, Trevon T. I'm originally from Franklin, but I live in Lafayette now. Sobriety date is 3/13/22.
You got a little time under your belt.
Little time.
I thought you had a little less.
Yeah, little time.
Okay.
Okay. Work at treatment center, alumni coordinator there, run the sober living house.
Which treatment center?
Steps Detox.
No, we rock with Steps. Man, look, come on, man. Shout out Scotty and them
Steps
over there,
Detox.
man.
Yeah, I'm over there at Steps in Lafayette, man.
Okay.
Run their sober living, alumni coordinator, and client retention liaison, a.k.a.
Come on now. Bro, that's my twin. I hold the record for the highest retention rate in treatment when I was a tech.
My man, talk him in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We
That's
keep
good.
it.
Talk 'em down.
We got to keep
Yes,
it in,
Lord.
man. We have to, man.
What's y'all clinical director at Steps name?
Clinical director is Miss Elise, but our executive director is Jill Hood.
I know Jill Hood. What's the other one? Is it Cassie or something?
Cass she's not there no more.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not there. Yeah, but she was there.
Yeah. I know.
Foot, mouth.
Huh?
Huh?
No, that's who was there for the grand opening.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, Franklin. That's by Lafayette, isn't it?
No, Franklin is. Is that Franklinton or
that's
just Franklin?
That's Franklin. It's by Morgan City and
Oh, my
okay.
God.
country.
You
Oh,
would have told me that, bro. We'd have never.
yeah, we can. Yeah.
St. Mary Parish,
Too close,
baby.
we love our
Too
Morgan
close to
City
the
people.
MC, bro.
Nah, we look. Come on, man.
Who we have from the-
Brandy. Oh, on the pod.
Yeah, from the MC.
Nobody.
Y'all found somebody
Yeah.
out there?
Who?
Maybe they weren't from there.
Patterson, Berwick. You know.
We ain't had nobody from close from there. I'm gonna play it in my head throughout the. Why, you know.
Country. Oh, okay.
Sugarcane.
Yeah. So I know Franklin 10, but Franklin is,
Yeah.
is different. My bro and them and his wife, wife
Yeah.
from Franklinton. Franklin though.
Yeah.
Where's Franklin 10?
Franklin
It's
10
by New Orleans, huh?
going that way.
somewhere-
I like Homer. I mean Hammond area on that
Yeah,
side, like
yeah.
the 12 side, but down low, like, but yeah.
Well, let's get into it, man. So, what was life growing up in small town? What was that like for you?
I like to say I grew up in the ghetto country, you know. You know, they had the best drugs out there.
So you
know.
saying y'all had cowboys with gold horseshoes on?
Well, I don't know about the Cowboys era, but we definitely had them sugarcane. The sugarcane was like the plantation.
Oh my God.
I'm saying it like that. You know, it was rough. It's a lot of.
Worked in the sugarcane field?
I have.
You got paid for it? I'm just
I
playing.
did. I did.
What, Mike?
We can say that. Right?
Yeah, we can say that. It's just us vibing right now, man. Look at Mike. He's like, no, you a part of it. Look now. Look at us.
We made it.
Mama, we made it.
We made it.
But nah, man, I was born in '85, man.
God.
Come on now.
I was born in '86.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make it dramatic.
So I was,
Oh shit! Both y'all 40.
I know.
Ooh,
But
yeah.
I ain't
Old
40
motherfucker.
yet.
You about to be.
I'm about to be.
You got
When
like
your
a couple
birthday?
months.
birthday passed. I'm 41.
Wait, which 85 you was born in?
Which 85? The only one 85. January 7th.
Oh, I'm tripping. I'm finna be 40, but he was 85. Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
Nah,
So
man,
which
but during that
85?
era, it was the other epidemic, the crack epidemic, man.
Yep.
And my mom, she partook the whole time. She was pregnant with me, and so I was born addicted, to these substances.
Damn.
My grandmother raised me. She raised Southern Baptist, so I went to church every Sunday, every Wednesday, every Monday, Bible study, choir rehearsal,
Lord.
and Sunday service. Maybe 2 Sunday services in one day,
And look, who was I watching, man? I was watching some content creator. I can't
Ronnie
remember.
Reed.
No,
Oh, I know Robert.
no. But he was. Oh, I know. It was Nate Jackson. The
I like
comedian.
Nate Jackson.
It was Nate
Yeah.
Jackson, the comedian, and so Nate Jackson does crowd work stuff, and so he was talking to this guy. He was like, "You're a pastor. I can tell you a pastor." He was like, "What kind of as a Baptist church, isn't it?" He said, "I'm done with my Black Baptist churches. He said once the usher stand in front of the door and not let you out, I'm not going."
Yup. Bro, I just had a flashback, bro. Choir rehearsal, Bible study, both services on Sunday.
Yep.
Ooh.
I knew who God was at a young age. I have a brother and a sister. My brother's in recovery.
Okay.
My
Okay.
sister didn't mess around. she was saved from it.
Is she the younger sibling?
I'm the youngest.
Oh.
I'm the baby.
Okay.
So my grandmother raised me and my brother. My aunt raised my sister. And growing up, man, it was kind of like a get it how you live mentality. My mom wasn't there. My grandmother did the best she could. So the streets kind of raised me, at a very young age. It was definitely hard to figure out who I was and where I was going, and I didn't know that. So the guys that was in the streets with me kind of showed me everything that I did need to know.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Was there a grandfather involved or no male?
No male.
Okay,
No male.
so
I was raised. I was literally raised in the house. It was me, my grandmother, my aunt, her 2 daughters. So it was all women. I was the only male there.
And then just you and your brother.
It was me, my brother. But my brother, he was in the streets by then.
Okay.
My brother's 7 years older than me.
God damn.
Yeah. So.
Just dramatic, bro. I'm sorry.
I think you're internalizing your age right now.
You getting that?
Yeah.
He's 47. 8.
Look,
You born in January? Yep.
math is my strong suit.
That's right.
So no male role model. And getting start going in the streets. When did that progress from starting to live out the streets and
So when I was 12, I was sexually abused, and that in turn not forced me, but I didn't know how to deal with that, So I started smoking weed then, and smoking that weed kind of shut all that up here and all those feelings inside,
Yeah.
And when it happened, I can remember, man, when it happened, my mom came, bro, and she was all of a sudden on the scene, like Mother of the Year, and I can remember that pissing me off, like what were you, what I'm saying, before all this, But looking back at it, it's my mom, what I'm saying? So I know she did feel something by that happening, and really looking back at it, it was guilt, what I'm saying, for her not being there. My dad, he was trying to be in the scene, but due to her ways, it was hard for him to.
So he didn't battle partake in
my dad, he's a very successful dude, man. He graduated from Southern.
Shout out.
He ended up moving up.
Jags.
Yep. He ended up moving to Atlanta, man. He worked for Xerox for like 35 years, and then went to Microsoft after that.
Oh, you got a real successful dad.
Yeah, he is.
He met Bill Gates.
He never met Bill Gates. He met Deion Sanders and Michael Irvin.
For real?
Real talk, yeah.
How and then when he was living in Atlanta?
So look, my dad is very spiritual. So all this he met through the church scene.
Man,
Through
I
the
need
church
to get
scene.
back in church.
Yeah, through the church scene, man.
I met Michael Irvin one time.
You did?
Did.
Was it a coke deal?
No, it was at Disney World. He was high as hell.
What? How you met him at Disney World?
So we were in line at
I never heard this story.
You haven't. So we were in
What the?
we were in line and I was young. Like I don't even. My older brother is the one that pointed out. Like I didn't know who he was.
Right.
You know, when he came, but he came out lit like a Christmas tree on a ride. And he was like, "Oh my God, y'all don't go on!" Like just hyped up the ride and stuff. And my brother goes, "That's Michael Irvin," and I was like, "Because I didn't know at the time." But yeah, it was.
Was he retired or was he still playing?
He was retired at that time.
Yeah, he young.
Yeah.
He a baby.
So that was.
So, but I know you finna go into a question, and not to like harp on it too much, unless you want to. Did you come out and say something?
So that was weird, man. When it happened, I didn't say nothing to nobody. I can remember going in the shower crying, taking a cold shower. I didn't want to tell my grandmother because I knew how that was going to hurt her.
Right.
I didn't want to tell my aunt. It was like I was just feeling like I couldn't tell nobody. And I remember going to one of my cousin's house, and his dad was like a city councilman, and I ended up telling him, and he told his dad.
Okay.
And that's when all the proceedings started to happen and everything. So it was a lot of shame and guilt and like, what did I do wrong? And I didn't know I really didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? It was very humiliating.
Yeah, and you hear this so much with SA and stuff like that. People, the victim, be like, they feel like it's their fault, bro, and it's like it's never never your fault, like at all.
So, and to kind of dive into the relationship with your father, at that time, with your dad being away, was he being bad-mouthed by certain people in your life? Or
No.
Like, where was the disconnect with that relationship?
It was my mom. No, it was my mom. So my dad I know my dad would try to provide for me, and my mom would keep the money. And then he started conversating with my grandmother, and my grandmother would get the money and get the things that I needed and everything. I actually tried to go live with my dad like 3 times.
Okay.
And when I would go, he was always gone because it was his position that he had at the job. So it was always me and my stepmom.
Yeah.
And I gave that woman hell. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want her. I wanted my mom.
Yeah.
So it never worked out because when I would go there, I would always act out, do dumb shit, and it would send me back, and it wouldn't send me back because they were tired of me. They would send me back because they knew that's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So it was difficult, man. And high school was kind of like the same thing. I got suspended from school a bunch of times, fighting. In-school suspension, almost got expelled.
In-school suspension is the worst.
Yeah, it is. It is. Just send me home.
I used to
just keep me home.
I used to make sure to get in trouble during in-school suspension so they would send me home. I'm like, look, I'll take the extra couple of days from being suspended just so I can go home.
I think they created that to keep the cash flow going so the kid is like on campus. And they can still get
I don't know, but I hated that shit.
So just to give the listeners and subscribers some closure, because I be seeing a lot of comments where they want to know, did this person get brought to justice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to do that court proceeding. That was traumatizing.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Point him out and everything, and it's weird because like I was real cool. Me and his nephew played basketball together. You know what I'm saying? So we were real cool. So it was kind of weird trying to like still vibe with his nephew and their family. You know what I'm saying? Because they live right across the street from us. So and all that, it was like I said, that shit was, my head was all fucked up behind it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
12 years old.
Yeah.
And then to add the only method of escape that you could find at the time, Ronnie makes this point, and I think we've brought it up so many times. But therapy Ronnie talks about in the black community, therapy is not an option, right?
Oh,
and so at 12 years old, a healthy solution to that is probably go talk about it and deal with therapy. But
no,
especially in that's probably mid 90s.
Yeah.
So
that wasn't
it wasn't an option.
Not at all. And I had an uncle. My uncle had just got out of prison. My grandmother's only son. And he wanted to do something about it, and no, we just gonna do it just the right way. You just got home. Like I can remember all that, you know what I'm saying, and dealing with all that at a young age, trying to make it my decision. You know what I'm saying?
And then on top of that, craving your mom.
Yep.
Dad been gone, bro. That's a recipe for disaster.
It was, man. It was.
Glad you made it through that.
And so high school proceeds, trouble in there. When do you move from marijuana to maybe more illicit substance?
17. It was first time trying ecstasy.
Okay.
At that time, that's when, that's when they were the best.
Ones.
Yeah.
Good ones too.
They were the best, man. And it actually made me feel good about myself. Or so I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Ain't nothing to give you some false confidence like a little nice ecstasy pill. I'm trying to tell you.
It make everything look bigger.
Yeah.
What he said? That boy tripping, huh? That man tripping, bro. How you got him on your platform, bro?
Oh, I'm sorry. There was
Yeah. Man, we gotta get him. We gotta vote him out, bro.
Oh man. So ecstasy comes into play. How's the high school career wind up?
I ended up graduating.
Graduating.
You know, I ended up graduating. And I'm going to LSU in Eunice.
Okay.
You know,
Okay. They got a good baseball team. Well,
yeah.
now I don't know what it was back
Used to have
then.
Everybody.
They had baseball back then? I'm just playing, bro. A quick one. That was just a quick.
Depends. Did Southern have a band back then when you went to
Well, I was
college?
gonna say the better question: were we allowed to play baseball back then? I'm just all right. I'm done. Destin had a band, Mike. The best. We was the best then.
Old, bro. What were the dinosaurs like?
Damn.
Sorry.
Oh shit.
So in college, LSUE.
Yeah, I started selling weed on campus.
That's always a smart idea.
Yeah, it was. It really was. You know,
They say you stay high, you get high test scores.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
but I was
Study
really,
high.
really, I just wanted to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? It was all about me making a name for myself at the time, man. And I did that for a little while. Remember, I went there with me, my cousin, and two of my homeboys. We were all in the same little apartment / dorm together. And I'm in class, and they ended up smoking, and the maintenance man came in there and smelled the smoke and called the cops, searched my room, and they found a quarter pound of weed. And that was my first stint with jail at 19.
But I say, boy, back then you get slammed for a QP.
Yeah.
Oh, they was tough on weed.
And the
then.
fucked up part about it is that the people in my dorm didn't even buy me out of jail.
Dang.
It was my other partners that did that we went to school with.
Damn.
You know?
So did what happened when you was younger, now we in college, or moving forward in life, did it mess with your perception on what a relationship,
Absolutely.
friendship, or
Absolutely.
like loyalty look like?
Absolutely, man. It was, for me, the only people I was loyal to was the people that raised me in the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was it. You know, not even, and my grandmother, of course. You know, not my mom, not my dad. You know, not the most important people in my life. You know, my brother had end up leaving too. You know, he ended up going to had his career elsewhere.
Yeah.
You know, and we were both struggling with the same thing at the same time. You know, but we always talked. My sister, she ended up moving to Houston when she graduated. So it was kind of just me by myself as far as family goes.
And so y'all all had the same dad,
We all have the same mom,
same mom,
different dads.
and so nobody have your dad. Okay.
Yeah. So
And they had a relationship with their dad.
my sister did,
Okay.
not my brother. My brother, not too much.
And did y'all bond over that, or was it kind of like a okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was weird.
You know, you made reference to it, and Ronnie's made reference to it. I've made reference to it, and a lot of people that we interview make reference. And then just we've been in this recovery world for a lot of times. So many times when you hear the stories, it seems like the first drug of choice for all of us was acceptance and attention.
Yeah.
Right? Like even the drug dealing, right? Like I didn't care about the money. I wanted to be that man.
Yep.
I wanted to be that person that people called.
Yep.
I wanted to feel needed. What do you attribute towards, that mindset of feeling needed for the rest of, progressing through your addiction?
Neglect,
Yeah.
abandonment.
Yep.
You know, like for sure. You know, I felt like, as far as family goes, like I think I yearned for that the most, and not just like my grandmother though. It was really my mom.
Yeah.
You know, it was really that was it. All I wanted was my mom. You know, and she, you know, even like in elementary school and growing up, man, like for my birthdays, you know, it was like, yeah, mama go bring you cupcakes and we go have a party, and I'm sitting there just waiting from probably from like first grade to like sixth grade.
You were addicted to
You
the
know,
potential of
yeah.
what could be.
What could have been, yeah. You know,
So the fact that your daddy wasn't there didn't even trump the fact that it was mom.
Nah, it didn't. It really didn't, man. Like I think I always considered myself a mama's boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though she wasn't there, which is crazy as hell.
Man.
So, and this might be completely off topic, but as you're starting to transition your life into the streets, and was your mom still
Oh, yeah.
and running?
Yeah.
Were there ever any moments where, you talked about fighting in high school, were there any moments where maybe you felt that you needed to go protect your mom, and were there any situations that ended up out of that circumstance?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, looking back at it, I've seen her high. I've seen her getting high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew what it was at the time because everybody around where we were at, it was normalized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that, it didn't. It was normal for me. You know, like I've seen my boys, people doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it was man. Looking back, it was so fucked up.
Yeah, it was just
that's the only thing I could say about it. And like even now, I mean, then it wasn't though. It was just normal.
Yeah, that was your life.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody's always like, I want a normal life. Well, normal is what you perceive to be normal to be. Right? If I grow up in chaos, and chaos is normal.
It's normal, yeah.
Okay, so you do that first stint in jail. You get locked up at 19 for selling weed or having possession, probably with intent to distribute.
You know your laws.
Yeah.
What's that period like? How?
So I ended up getting banned from campus.
Okay.
Ended up moving to Lake Charles. Ended up transferring to McNeese. You know, and that's when I ended up selling ecstasy. You know, and I wasn't living on campus then. You know, and during the summer break, I was dating this girl. Her and my cousin was together. I ended up leaving some pills in the car. They took my car. You know, and I took my cousin's car, and she gets stopped, and they get stopped for a broken light by the damn license plate. You know, the workers.
Dang.
You know, and they took my girlfriend to jail, my then girlfriend to jail. And after that happened, my cousin called me and was like, hey, they're taking, you know, your girl to jail. And I'm like, fuck, I said, I'm like 5 minutes from y'all. So I pulled up on the scene and I told the cops it was my pills, which it was. You know, my girlfriend, she was 18, but she was still in high school at the time. You know, and it was like, oh man. I had to do the right thing because it was my shit. I didn't want her to go to jail for that, you know. So
And they let her go?
Shit.
yeah,
That's some real shit.
Yeah.
She was white, huh?
Yeah.
I already knew it. Both of y'all would have went to jail if she was your color. I'm sorry, y'all. Back to the regular schedule programming.
I wanted to say it, but
you can say it on here, bro. This is a safe space, bro.
Yeah, she was white. She was white, man.
Yeah,
you know, so they
would have 2-for-1 died.
Quick. Quick, bro. And it was 7 pills, but my bond was $75,000. This was in New Iberia. You know, this is
They don't play.
They didn't play. They didn't play
games in New Iberia.
Yeah, man. So I ended up going to jail, man, and I was like, fuck. Like, how am I going to bond out? You know, this is way too much money that I don't have, you know.
Right.
And I stayed in there for like 3 months, and the guys were like, you know, if you take drug court, like, they'll pick your charges up and they'll let you out. You know what I'm saying? So I stayed in there for another 3 months and ended up taking drug court, you know. And when I got sworn in, I realized I probably made the biggest mistake of my life.
So you already 6 months in, you just agreed to another 18. Like, golly. Well, back then, they was giving real time for X-Pills, though. So,
About to say that.
So you might have really got off.
They were, man. They were. And started drug court, man, and, bro, like, probably within the first 2.5 months, man, I had like 7 sanctions.
Golly.
You know? Like, it was back to back. I knew I didn't want to stop.
What was your deferred sentence, or you don't remember?
It was 7 years. Yeah, it was
a year appeal.
A year appeal, yeah, it was 7 years. It was 7 years, man. So did that, went through a bunch of sanctions, and then they recommended that I go to treatment. You know, and I ended up going to Fairview in Bayou Vista.
Okay. Okay, shout out Fairview.
Yeah, I went there, man, and did a little bit of work, you know, and I realized, like, I can't keep doing this shit, you know, and I got out.
No, keep going. I was trying to register a question in my head.
All right. I got out, and that's when the judge was like, you know, Mr. Tardy, if you stay on the straight and narrow, you know, like we would recommend, you know, you could go work offshore, you know, and so that was a caveat for me, you know. So I stayed clean. It was knowing the terms that I knew now. I was white knuckling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And went to the meetings just to get my paper signed, you know, and didn't listen to anything that they said. That was kind of like me first getting into AA when I took drug court.
Okay.
So, just because I've worked in the treatment world for so long, that first treatment, did you talk about the essay?
Yeah.
You did?
No. You talk about what?
The essay, the sexual assault.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
That's why I said the work that I did. I remember my counselor at the time, Miss Jennifer, man. She was a black lady, bro. She was young too, and I told her about it at first, and she kind of like strongly suggested that I write him a letter. You know what I'm saying? And
that's impressive because a lot of people hold that stuff in for a long time, and.
There's more.
There's more.
That was one of the. Oh, I want to hear more. I want to hear it.
Well, but no, I'm gonna get to it. I'll get to it.
I got you.
So, I ended up staying clean for like 4 or 5 months. I moved up in drug court to like phase 3, and that's when I went work offshore. You know, I was working 21 and 7.
Okay.
So of course my addict brain comes into play and was like, hey,
I got 21 days.
yeah, you know. So I would get loaded while I was out there. I wasn't smoking no weed. You know, just popping pills. You know, and I would get clean like a week before I get home. Come home, take my drug screen. You know, I did that until I moved into aftercare. And when I got into aftercare, it's kind of like, you know, whatever you're behind on your fees and everything, they give you that time to pay it up.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, what can I do to make more money? So I started selling pills again.
Man.
You know?
Hey, to the normal person, whatever normal watching this, they're gonna be like, so stupid. I get you. I get it.
Absolutely.
I get it, bro. I get it.
Started selling pills again, man. I had been dealing with this girl for probably 7 months, man. My girl that I ended up taking the charge for, she ended up breaking up with me once I started selling pills again.
Oh, I'd have slashed her
Yeah,
ties.
yeah. You know, but I mean, I was upset. I was upset, but like I got it because I was back into the same stuff that got
She
her.
owed you at least 7 years of her life, dog.
It was my pills.
So you ain't have to pull up.
You know what? At the time, I was thinking that. I was hurt.
Yeah.
I was hurt at the time.
Man, we holding grudge. What's her name? We coming for you know. I'm joking.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You know what they say, bro? Stay petty so you ain't gotta get
Come
petty.
on, man. You know what I'm talking about? Man.
So yeah, man. So I'm selling pills, bro, and dealing with this girl. She was kind of like my main client, you know. And I was with a friend of mine.
You
man.
got hire your own supply.
In a sense, you know.
Hey.
Rule number
So
one.
Lord. Not supposed to.
the rule not to break, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my one of my friends, she was like, Trevon, I really don't trust this girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what you mean? I've been dealing with her for like this long. She buys, you know, like 40, 50 pills at a time. And at the time, you know, those pills back then was, you know, it was $13 to $15, even if you buy it in bulk.
Uh-huh.
You know, so and she told me this, man, and like the day before I was supposed to go offshore, the cops kicked in my door the next day.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And they busted me with 185 X pills. You know, while I was in drug court.
In phase 4.
In aftercare. You know, so
Damn.
so this is in Lafayette. This happened in Lafayette. So my bond was $20,000 at the time for that, right? I stayed in there.
75,000 for 7, but 20,000 for
Right. So I stayed in there for 5 days and they dropped it down to 10,000 and I bonded out. Now the guys at the time, they told me like if you stay in here, they usually reduce your bond in half. You know, so when I got out, I was like, man, boy, they about to hang me. You know, I was the same thing you said. Like, man, I got busted with 7, but then you got to think Lafayette and Iberia, 2 different judicials.
Absolutely.
So that's how I didn't flag.
Yeah.
Because you was on drug court
Yeah.
parish, Iberia
Yeah.
parish, so it didn't
Yeah,
flag
it
and
did.
put a
It
hold
did,
on
man.
you.
So-
Okay.
So I ended up going back offshore. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting this girl pregnant. You know, like
Offshore?
we had just no, like after me and my girl had broke up. After
no, he ain't getting pregnant offshore.
Well, you decided I'm going offshore.
Yeah, he's
All
going,
right,
but
yeah.
he's still
All right,
spending
all right,
some
I'm
time on
sorry, bro.
on dry land.
before me and my girl, well, after me and my girl had broke up, I started dating this other girl, and she got pregnant immediately. You know,
You don't waste no time.
I did, man. You know, that love and affection I needed.
So did you always happen to have a woman? You think that had a part to play with it from
Absolutely.
back?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And then missing your mom too.
Yep.
You needed that female. I got you.
Yeah, it was like I couldn't be by myself.
So let me ask you this too, and I don't want to, but you know, I just thought of a question that I would want to know personally. Do you feel like you overcompensated on how many women you were with to try to prove your sexuality based off that?
I was comfortable with my sexuality.
Okay, all
yeah,
right.
I was very comfortable with it. So, you know, like, so my sister helped me out with that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? To be real, my sister, you know, she's gay. You know what I'm saying? So like I used to always hang out with her and go to the gay clubs and everything. You know, so like that in turn made me feel comfortable about my
Got you.
sexuality. You know what I'm
Got
saying? I
you.
never questioned it. You know, so and her and I didn't have the same talks because I think she wasn't worried. I think she was just curious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she knew what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I would be more to say that it's more the mom not being present than with all the
Yeah.
women.
Well, you know, you hear,
Yeah,
and
no,
this
it's
is
a good
this
question.
is by no mean a knock at the LGBTQ plus community. We respect and love everybody, but so many times you hear that happen to people, and now
Yeah.
they, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so
Yeah, I see it. I
Yeah.
see it. You know, and so I ended up getting the girl pregnant. Went on a run because I figured they was gonna revoke me. You know, I knew that. You know, and my biggest thing was, well, look, I'm gonna wait till she have my baby to turn myself in.
yeah.
You know, and I get caught in December of '07, and she had the baby in January of '08.
Dang.
You know, and they wouldn't let me out to sign a birth certificate or nothing like that. You know, they ended up revoking me, gave me the 7 years. You know, I ended up staying in Iberia Parish for like 13 months. Then I went to the Beavers out here in BR, you know what I'm saying? Went through the whole little processing and everything. Went through DCI, went through Camp Bogart at the time. I don't even think they have Camp Bogart anymore.
I think it's just a trustee camp
Yeah,
now.
you know, and I ended up getting paroled, but while the stipulations of my parole was I had to finish a program in Faraday in Concordia Parish.
Ooh.
You know.
That ain't Blue Waters, huh?
I think it's just called Faraday. It was, At the time, it was just Faraday.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
And during that whole time, during those 4 years, though, man,
You did 4 years on 7 on a drug charge?
Yeah.
Boy, they slammed you.
It did. Yeah, but then look, this is the real ironic part. So they ended up running all my charges together, you know. But when I went to court for Lafayette with them 185 pills, but it was going to give me 5 years suspended, 5 years supervised probation.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. Like, bro, he got railroaded, bro.
Yeah, they was going. Yeah, so
like
Iberia did that. You know, well, I did it, of course, but the 16 did that to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The 15 was very lenient. You know, but I didn't know that. I didn't know nothing about the system. You know,
right.
So, but my dad, during that time in prison, man, my relationship with God, it grew. My relationship with my dad grew. He came to see me a few times. You know,
all the way from Atlanta.
All the way from Atlanta,
That's
man.
Dope.
Yeah,
that's dope.
You know, my girl, bro, she brought my baby like to see me everywhere. You know, my grandmother, she visited me. My mom came a few times here and there. You know, and when I got out, man, it was just like, okay, I got a fresh start now. I'm on parole for the next 3 years, you know? So it was kind of like I knew I had to kind of walk the straight and narrow in a sense. So I would read my Bible still, man. My dad sent me a lot of books by Michael Eric Dyson, Joyce Myers, you know what I'm saying? Like spiritual books to help me out, you know? And it did, man. Like it gave me a lot of time to reflect on my life and like the shit that I was doing, you know? And it wanted to be a better man, you know. So we ended up having a daughter. I ended up marrying my girl. We ended up having a daughter. We ended up buying a house, you know. And during our marriage, her mom kind of had got sick a little bit, and she wanted to move her mom and her sister in with me. My grandmother told me not to do it, and I did it anyway, you know.
Bust the sister up.
Stop.
You done hit the sister.
Damn.
You know,
So, all right. So look, so her mom gets pretty much the family gets in our marriage, man. And it created some discord within us, man. And
gotta do it.
And like my last month on parole, I took my last drug screen, man. And my job that I was working at promised me a promotion, and it was kind of like, you know, I started popping pills again, and it was kind of like I tried ecstasy, but it wasn't the same no more at that time.
Yeah.
So I was introduced to Lortabs, you know what I'm saying? And that gave me the same buzz, you know? I didn't want to smoke no weed, you know? I didn't want to go back to that. So once I started popping pills, man, it was kind of like, okay, if you're going to accuse me of doing it, I might as well do it. So I cheated on her. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going to give it to me, I might as well take it. So I started stealing money out of the safe, you know? And day I got off of parole, man, they found out about it, and I got caught, and I ended up going to jail the next day. Yeah.
Black men don't cheat. You just took a recess.
No,
Black men don't cheat.
I was cheating, 100%.
This motherfucker got
sister.
This
Nah,
motherfucker
sister.
got off of
It was somebody we work with, though.
he got off of probation and went back to jail the next day.
The next day. My wife ended up, she found out I was cheating on her, put me on child support while I was in jail, stayed in jail for 7 months.
But you ain't signed a birth certificate.
Yeah, but my daughter, I did.
So you got 2 kids now.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like,
so she can only put you on child support for one
She
kid.
did for both of them.
Ooh.
She did, because I had to take the test while I was in jail.
Oh, all right.
That I was,
okay. Dang.
Yeah.
So this what, like 2017, 18 right now?
Well, no, because I get out in 2012. You know?
Okay.
So it was about that time,
Okay.
2016. You know, so I ended up moving in with my aunt because I couldn't move back at home. You know, she hadn't packed all my shit. My aunt had it, and then I started spiraling, like completely out of control. You know, and then it went from Lortabs to Percocets to Roxy's. You know, and I hadn't seen my kids. It had been a while at that time. It had been like 4 years. I ended up meeting this girl, and we would go out all the time. And I ended up cheating on her with her best friend and had a baby with her best friend. You know, so me and her been.
That boy was slanging that mother
Man,
from
so-
Iberia to Franklin.
Bruh.
You hear me?
So
You
we.
ain't had no jurisdiction.
So
with that
look,
mug.
but look at this though. When I got, yeah, equal opportunity employees. baby.
Oh, boy.
You know, so
That's a little freak ass. All right, go ahead, bro.
ended up, dude, I love it.
Bro.
Man, I ended up blocking her friend, man. You know what I'm saying?
I was 6 kids from freaking.
Hey, look,
17.
don't think I don't know.
That's because I'm tender like a chicken. He was just throwing that mug, boy.
It's not your interview, but I heard stories. Don't.
Hey, man.
Hey,
This is his interview.
I know. That's what I said. Hey,
You gonna get your chance in a few weeks.
You hit that Bernie Mac on me just now.
You gonna you gonna get you gonna get your chance in a few weeks, bro.
Oh man.
Bruh.
So yeah, I blocked
Block
the
the
best
girl.
friend.
All right, you blocked the
Blocked-
best friend that you cheated with.
Yeah.
That was mistake number one.
Well, no. The one I had the baby with,
Yeah.
I kept. But the one
Oh.
I cheated on,
He
I
blocked
blocked
her.
her.
That was mistake number
It
one.
was. You know, but the girl that I was with, man, she was enabling me 100%. You know what I'm saying? I took her for all her money. You know, like she was supplying me like every day. You know, like I'm not watching my child until you give me this.
Yep.
You know, so I was manipulating that and using her. And we stayed together for 4 years, man. She got tired of it. And when she got tired of it, I unblocked the friend and went back to her.
my guy.
Yeah.
My guy.
Yeah.
So
Sweet
Just-
shit Willie
just-
in this mug, boy.
there's probably countless places we can go, but just dealing with time. So what was the catalyst that led you to treatment where your current, your last time in treatment?
All right, so got back with the girl. Then I got on fentanyl. You know, I didn't even try heroin. It was fentanyl at the time.
She was a user too?
She wasn't a user. She wasn't. You know, she's a normie. The friend that I told y'all not to tell me to trust the girl was the same friend who called me up one day and told me about treatment. She had went to treatment, and she had been sober for like 18 months at the time, maybe 2 years.
Okay.
And I was like, man, if she could get sober, you know, because she was doing like heroin and Xanax at the same time, you know, and she was wilding, you know.
Yeah.
She got sober, and she told me about Woodlake, you know, and I ended up calling Woodlake. I went there. This was during COVID. I stayed there for 3 weeks, and I left, you know, because they had a COVID outbreak in there. And I was like, you know what, man, I could do this, you know, like all on my own. I didn't open an AA book or nothing like that.
Yeah.
You know, I've done this before. You know, I could do it again. And get back home.
That COVID money hit.
I can't get too much into that, you know.
Oh! Just know, if it happened again, I'm doing everything.
I'm doing everything.
That everybody else did. We here.
Hantavirus,
We
you
here.
come.
You hantavirus, we want to virus. Come
Yeah.
on, I want it all.
I'm getting 3 PPPs. I'm getting.
And they gonna have to fire me.
You can incriminate me off of this document right here because I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I know people that got away with it for at least 5 years. I can have
What's
a
their name?
Huh?
All right, well,
We're just
all right.
playing here at Built by the Red
Yes,
Stick.
This is all jokes, bro. This is all props. It's not even a real drink right now. It's all for props.
Oh,
Statute of limitation ain't up there. Like I said.
You go to Wood Lake, you leave after 3 weeks, never open a book. You could do it on your own.
right.
Yeah.
Stayed clean for 5 months. I had
It's a long time.
Yeah, I was
on your own.
on my own. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Probably a miserable time, but it's a long time.
So they had a job fair at the Walmart distribution center in Opelousas. And
Okay.
I went there. They called me, did the interview and everything. Passed my drug screen. I told them about my background because I had theft and drug charges on that
Right.
now. And they was like, well, you know, so you should be good because it's been a while.
Yeah.
You know, this was Christmas Eve of 21. You
Mhm.
know, and they called me that same day, and it was like, Mr. Tardy, you know, your background ain't paying out. We can't hire you. And that was the same day I relapsed.
Yeah.
You know, I stayed out for another 3 months, called Wood Lake again. I remember, man, like March 12th, I was in a racetrack bathroom in Lafayette on the north side. Ironically enough, my mom was the one who was taking me to treatment. You know, yeah. So
She's sober at this time.
no, never sober.
Damn.
Yeah, mom never been sober since I've been born. You know,
Shit.
love you, mom. But
Oh, she's still with us?
oh yeah.
Have you been working? We'll get to that. Go ahead and finish.
So I'm in the bathroom for like 35 minutes. You know, I'm doing my last little bit. I'm really trying to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she comes in there and she knocks on the door. She's like, Trevon, what the fuck are you doing? I say, Mama, get the fuck out. I'm trying to take a shit. you know, and she ended up leaving. She was like, I know you're not, you know, and that's when I knew like God had something planned for me, you know. So I ended up going to treatment, and I was like, I'm gonna do everything the opposite this time, you know. Finally opened the book, you know. I realized reading it from probably the preface all the way to the first 163, 64 pages, it correlates with the Bible so much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's what really opened my eyes.
Yeah.
I remember like my third day in detox, man, I was taking a cold shower and I got on my knees and I was like, God, just have your way with me. I can't do it no more. You know, and I think that's when a lot of things opened. Woodlake at the time had live education with Kevin James, and like I literally like studied the disease. You know what I'm saying? Knew about, you know, the mental obsession, you know, the physical allergy, and all the spiritual malady and all that. Like that was foreign to me until I heard about it. You know, and that's when they suggested sober living for me. You know, and I was like, no, you know, I'm not doing sober living. You know, and then I had to realize, like, you know, somebody told me, a speaker came in and was like, everything you don't want to do is what you need to do. You know, and I sat on it, and I ended up taking sober living. I talked to Bertrand. He still works for Woodlake now.
Dude, man.
Yeah, I talked to Bertrand,
man.
I went to his house. Didn't have the money for it, and the girl that enabled me, that I fucked over, she ended up paying my money for it. You know, my money to get in there. My son. I had a son with her, you know, and I used to get him for the summer, but she would pay me to take him because I couldn't do it without what I needed. And she was like, you know, your dad called and said he was willing to take Jackson for the summer, and that kind of like was like, damn, like where did this come from, you know? But that was all God, like working things out for me, you know. And my dad ended up coming down that same. I got out on Thursday in April of 22. He came for Good Friday and Easter because he's from Westlake, so all his family's out there in in Calcasieu Parish. Chilled with him, you know. He told me he was proud of me, you know, and I cried about it, you know. And then I ended up going to DAA out there in Lafayette, and that's when I found the sponsor, home group, service position, you know, and it changed my life. You know, I started working the steps, you know. Went through 1, 2, and 3 fairly quickly. I kind of was stuck on 4.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
but then again, like I knew why though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I did 4 and 5 with him, I revealed to him this first time that, you know, I was molested when I was 6 also. You know, and that was the one thing that was keeping me to go back, because like I didn't know how to tell people that. You know what I'm saying? At 12, of course, I knew what was right and wrong, but at 6, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And that really, when I revealed that to him, it made me feel it was like a hippopotamus releasing from me. You know what I'm saying?
Was it the same person?
It wasn't the same person.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't the same person.
So, you know, just, you know, kind of, you know, focus on, as we wrap up, you know, some of the positivity that you're portraying into this world and putting into this world. We follow you on social media, man, and I see that you're always involved with like newcomers. Like I think like yesterday or 2 days ago, you went bowling with some guys and stuff like that. Where does that passion to like really embed yourself with the newcomer and be of maximum service, where does that come from? Where does that passion come from?
Ironically enough, sober living.
Yeah.
Although I didn't want to go there, you know, when I first got there, man, they embraced me. You know, I didn't know how to accept that.
Yeah.
You know, it was unconditional love.
Yeah.
You know? And it made me realize what it did for me. That feeling that I had, it's kind of like I had to do the same thing. It's kind of like how they say when you work with sponsees, you got to give it back.
Absolutely.
You know, and I knew I had a lot of work to do. You know, when I did my 4-step, I didn't put my mom on there the first time. You know, and my counselor, you know, he posed a question to me like, what if your mom can't ever give you what you're looking for? You know, and it was kind of like when I started working into treatment, and I know about this disease, I know she's a sick lady. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how can I show the same love, patience, and tolerance to everybody else, but I can't show it to her? Yeah. You know, so I had to put her on my second 4-step.
So, the relationship with your brother, did he get sober before you? Or
yeah, he did.
Okay.
He'll be sober 9 years this October.
And
he really got it in.
Was there ever any like 12-step kind of work from his way towards you, or
no, not towards me, but like he would when I got in recovery, like he would tell me what to look out for.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, like so he got sober in Texas, but he ended up moving to California.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, so it was a whole different scene, but he lets me know how it is.
Absolutely.
You know, and we talk a lot about recovery together. He calls me when he having his struggles a lot. You know,
Yeah.
and that's a good feeling for me.
Especially his big bro. You know, call it Lil Bro for sure.
And so, what's the relationship like with your mom now?
Now it's great. You know what I'm saying? I realized the boundaries that I had at first was actually me isolating myself from her, and in turn it was isolating myself from my grandmother. You know, and I couldn't do that no more.
Yeah.
You know, I was hurting all of us. You know, so I had to make my amends with her.
That's interesting. So I would ask, what's a piece of advice you would give to somebody who wants to have a relationship with an active, drug or alcoholic, but also needs to balance those boundaries of protection and all of that? Like,
That's a good question.
I think the easiest thing is cleaning your side and not worrying about this.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
not worrying about you like I knew what I was doing wrong in that. I was like the boundaries is like for me is like clear cut. I'm not giving you no money. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only boundary I have.
It's the only one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's-
it.
yeah.
You know, like I'm not. You know, if you need something, I'll get it for you. You know, but I'll come spend time with you. I'll call you every other day or so. You know, and that's pretty much it. And that it's been working for me. Yeah.
What about the relationship with your kids?
My kids, so I had to work on my amends. You know, and it's crazy. The crazy story. Like when I got to my 8th step is when my ex-wife called me and was like, my son wanted to see me.
Okay.
You know, and I made my amends with him. I cried like a mug. You know, because I thought that was going to take years to do. And I think it was really just me cleaning my side of the street with all those relationships that helped me, balance all that out. You know, well, God balanced it all out. He moved those mountains. The girl that I ended up cheating on with, when 2 years sober, you know what I'm saying? And even in recovery, I cheated on her. You know, we were still together, even in recovery. You know, and when I finally made those amends to my mom is when all that stopped. All that stopped.
Go figure.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, like all that stopped, man. And we just had a baby a year ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Boy, you fertile?
Yeah. It's still.
At your old age.
Yeah, still, man.
How old is this baby? A year.
Yeah.
So
There's still hope for you.
So you still mad? I got a 4-year-old.
he don't need no more.
This thing be pumping too now.
So as we get to the end, final 2 questions, right? First, you'd have rehab romance. You work, alumni coordination. You work in the sober living. You're active in the recovery community and the conventions and conferences and all of that. What's your why? What keeps you going? What's your reason behind continuing to be steadfast?
My spiritual growth, if anything. Like I knew, I realized when I started like working the steps, I kind of learned what the spiritual principles behind the steps were, and like when I went to treatment, man, like I tell everybody, like I was at a spiritual rock bottom.
Absolutely.
You know, so like all this connects me, it continues to connect me with God, and that to me that's the ultimate purpose. You know, because like I knew I did a lot of wrong, so I'm trying to balance those scales.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I I believe, God, you are Him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like for me, it's the spiritual growth because I know I still have a long way to go.
Absolutely. And our final, thing is, if somebody's listening right now, hearing your story, maybe stuck in a position that they related to you in, what's some words of inspiration you would give them to help them get through this or make that first call?
Man, that first call is the hardest call, man. I think the biggest thing would be to really dig deep within yourself, man. Get the courage and the strength to go out there to pick up that phone, and take those suggestions. I know for me it was hard for me to really. I mean, honestly, the phone call was to me, and I just had to. I was scared of detox. It wasn't nothing else that I was just afraid of. It was just detox because it felt like death. But as far as inspiration goes, man, like you sitting here looking at 3 guys that's been through it. When the speakers used to come to me at Woodlake, man, I would realize like some of them were a year, 5 years, 6 months. And I realized the things that they had wasn't like worldly material things. It was like they were okay with themselves. So if you want to be okay with yourself, man, look, I'll tell you like it was told to me, give it 6 months, work the steps, and if it don't work, You know, it's always there for you. But
I used to tell y'all,
Man.
I'll buy you the bag of
Yeah,
dope.
he say he'll
you
buy
know,
it.
like you
Still ain't
have
got
to.
it.
You can't half-ass it though. You know, you can't half-ass it, man. You gotta dig deep and do the work. You know, that's what I had to do. You know, even though like you know the first time I did my steps, I didn't put my mom on there. You know, I think I got the biggest thing off me that was holding me down.
Yeah.
And it still gave me the courage and the strength to move forward with
Yeah.
what I needed to do.
And then when I started doing the work, I started falling in love with the work.
Absolutely.
That's when I became dangerous.
Man,
Yeah.
we're products of results.
Right.
Right? Like
Right.
drugs and alcohol, we like the way essentially we use because we like the effect produced.
Yep.
Essentially, I work the steps because I like the effect
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
produced. I come on here every Monday because I like the effect produced.
Yep.
I do my job because I like the effects it produces.
Take a 40-minute shower because you like the effects it produces.
Yes, Lord. Listen, unfortunately, we have come to Ronnie's least favorite time of the show. But before I throw it to him for the closeout, I want to do this party, man. Y'all make sure to come support us July 18th.
From 12 to 4? No.
2 to 5.
2 to
2 to
5.
5.
On Bayou Saloon.
College Saloon Road.
College Saloon.
College Saloon.
DOC, Day One Clubhouse.
Yeah. It's going to be built by the Red Stick, Rehab Bromance. I think it's sponsored by Steps.
My steps.
Bro, this is finna be,
It's going to be epic, man.
this is finna be bigger than big.
Listen, me and Ronnie will have our security, but we're gonna be open to signing autographs.
I am signing autographs.
We
today.
are, you know, we
I
are-
write
we
like a
will.
doctor,
Yeah,
but
but,
I'm
you know.
signing. When did you get your piercings?
So this was each month I made sober, and I stopped at a year.
Wait, that's 3 in each eye?
I got this is one. This is 1, 2. Got some in my ear right here. Got some on this side. Got one in here.
You got your gums pierced? Man, you a freak.
Ronnie, we've come to your least
You
favorite.
right, bro. I'm
we've
sorry,
come to your
bro.
least favorite
I
time,
didn't mean
brother.
it like that. Not like,
I
oh
know
my
what you-
God, he's a freak. I mean, like,
You know,
I know what you meant.
I know.
I know. We're at your least favorite time.
This was fun.
This was fun.
This exceeded my expectations.
Seated.
Nothing against you. I just didn't know what to expect.
Mhm.
You
You
did
just
a
didn't know another
damn
black
good
man in
job.
recovery could be as cool as him.
I did. I'm kind of frightened now.
No, don't
I
be.
feel like
Don't
my
be.
position is threatened.
Nah,
Somebody going on a-
Hand
nah.
and help me.
Somebody going on a 10 step tonight. But no, I'm so glad that you persevered and endured everything that the devil threw at you.
100%.
God's plan for you, my brother, is bigger than you can even fathom right now.
In the
You-
words
you
of
hadn't
Calvin
even-
Brown, God got his hands on me.
Yeah, many blessings like the sand on the beach.
Little throwback.
Come on,
Little
man.
throwback.
You can't even fathom the blessings God got for you right now. You can't even fathom the people that God is finna allow you to touch
100%.
in
100%.
any facet, in any area. So it's an honor to know you. It's a privilege to have you on our platform, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart for doing it on such short notice. And you special, bro.
Yes, Lord.
Nobody told you
Absolutely.
today we love you. You special, and you definitely deserve it. And to our beautiful people out here at home, in the car, on the bike, shout out Abe, I know that. On the treadmill, Dutchie, we see you, baby. Me,
Yes,
Mama,
Lord.
Papa in the living room watching right now. Marla, Paula, and Mark.
They on the
sitting
iPad.
They're on the iPad in the
They on the
recliner, you know
on
what I'm
the
saying?
recliner.
Watching and cooking some spaghetti and meatballs. I got you, I'm talking about. We appreciate everybody, and we are constantly here week in and week out, bringing y'all raw and real content. Like we always say, we are real people with real issues that really want to help you find a solution.
Lord.
If you or somebody you know is struggling with drug or alcohol, please reach out to us. We are readily available and willing to help y'all. You can reach me at Ronnie LeDuff on Facebook. You can reach him at Michael Axelrod Oakley on Facebook. You can reach my man right here. Where can they reach you?
Reach me on Facebook, Trevon Tardy.
There it is, right there. Always on. He might not be there when you want him, but he'll be there right on time. Oh, and you also can reach out to Steps
Yep. Steps
Recovery in Lafayette and Lake Charles. What's the number of the Steps?
I have no idea.
There you go, Steps. Look it up.
Detox.
Take the first step, and he'll meet you for the
Rehab
second.
Bromance. Y'all
You know
go
what I'm
follow
saying?
them.
Rehab Bromance. Go follow our people. Rehab Bromance on all platforms, correct? We love y'all. We see y'all. Y'all deserve it. Y'all so special. Until then, we'll be back at the same time, at the same place, with the same producer. Built by the Red Stick. Built by adversity. Led by courage.
We love y'all.
Built by the Red Stick. You can't tell me